Hello, this is State Senator Dale Ryder. Welcome to another edition of the 2-Minute Drill. Today is Thursday, February 9th, and I'm coming to you again from my office here in the Capitol Complex. I want to talk to you about a couple issues of great importance to you and I and the rest of the taxpayers here in the state. First of all, just today, we learned of a renewal of what has become the annual tradition of assault on your Second Amendment rights emanating from the mayor of City Chicago. Now, when we've talked in the past, that's usually come from former Mayor Richard Daley, but this year it's coming from new Mayor Rahm Emanuel, who is announcing today a proposal that would require all handgun owners all across the state, not just in Chicago, but all across the state, to register their firearms with the Illinois State Police at a cost to you and I and everyone else who's a gun owner in the state of $65. So that way, state government will know the name and address and the type of gun that every handgun owner in the state will have. This is exactly the wrong direction in which we should be heading. We should be looking to expand Second Amendment rights through making the law in Illinois things like concealed carry. Illinois is the only state in the country that doesn't have concealed carry as its law. Here we have the Chicago mayor telling not just the folks in Chicago or Cook County, but in the other 101 counties across the state that we should register our firearms. Let me know how you feel about that. Second is an issue that we've talked about here in the last few weeks with regards to Medicaid. Last Thursday, myself and Representative Patty Bellock had a press conference here in the Capitol talking about the fact that while we passed Medicaid reform legislation over a year ago to implement some very basic and simple reforms, like doing more to make sure that individuals don't make more than what the program guidelines allow for in order to be on public assistance, or that they actually have to be residents of the state of Illinois, the Quinn administration had not implemented any of those reforms and was instead pushing to add another 100,000 people to a Medicaid program that already cannot pay for the people who it's intending to help. Well, today what we've seen is the administration send a letter to Washington saying that it will intend to go forward with those reforms, and we are grateful for that. What that letter also indicates, however, is that simply by examining its own paperwork, the governor's office has discovered, without any real work, without any real investigation, that at least 6% of the people who are on Illinois' Medicaid program right now don't even live in this state. 6%, and that's with just checking their own paperwork. For you and I and all the other taxpayers in this state, that equates to an annual savings of $650 million. If those people are removed from the Medicaid program as they should be. This is why we need to continue to press the case for reform. This is why we need to continue to not only pass laws or initiate reforms at the General Assembly level to change Medicaid back to the safety net program, the temporary safety net program it's intended to be, but why we need to continue to push the Quinn administration to actually implement those reforms. If they do, I think this $650 million in savings, like what we've learned from in this letter, is simply, as they say, the tip of the iceberg. Thank you for joining me for another edition of the 2-Minute Drill. Have a great weekend.